muffin time.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Uh,
Yes, you just get us today.
yeah, just us. We haven't done just us in a long time, but I
I
feel
know.
like today was so necessary because what did we see today, Miss Catherine?
Yes, it finally was released, the special Once and Always, and I've been so overwhelmed by the response. It's been amazing. I can't even get. I'm trying to get through all the messages in Instagram, and I can't. I get through them, and I'm like, whew, and then like 100 more come, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
So it's been such a joyful day just seeing people's response and how happy they are, and that feels really good. So
I woke up this morning and it was the first thing that I turned on. And I was like, I want to support my friends because I know that this means a lot to them. And it means a lot to the franchise because this an hour-long special has not happened before. Um,
mhm.
and with the original Rangers too. And the focus for this was Mighty Morphin. And I have to say, I actually spoil alerts, guys. If you have not watched it, I'm just letting you know.
Mute.
Yeah, mute certain things. There will be some spoiler alerts. Those of you that don't know and are just joining us, Once and Always came on. It premiered today on Netflix, and it was a pleasant surprise. It was
Yeah.
definitely a pleasant surprise. I actually had a couple of tears that came. Um, and my tears came when Min was first getting her, spoil alert, when she was getting her power, and
Yeah.
and the memories of Twee.
Yeah, that made me cry
I
too.
just I never got an opportunity to meet her in person. And so I've heard so many beautiful things about her, but for some reason it really, really struck a chord with me and I teared up.
Yeah. Yeah. And I teared up in the beginning too, like with Trini and being killed, um and just the weight of that, because we know we lost her, so, and she was a friend to David and Walter in real life, so it's like the weight of that reality of, like, I felt like they really covered that well in the show, in the beginning of the show. And realistically, Twee could have had a daughter Min's age. So yeah, just kind of, I thought they did it really beautifully, though. It was a beautiful tribute to her.
I think it was amazing that they even did a tribute to her.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
it really focused on her character. And what
Mm,
I learned over the past week, which I didn't know before, I didn't know that David had his hand all in it. Like this was something
yeah.
he approached Hasbro about and everything. And when I messaged him earlier, I was just congratulating him that they listened and that they actually moved forward with it. And I just thought it was fantastically done. So we're going to do something a little bit different today, guys. I'm actually going to interview Kat and ask her some questions since she's in the special. And then we're going to have our super chat questions, and then if we still have time, we're going to look at all of these wonderful messages that are coming in here. So our first question comes from one of our channel members. As we did tell our channel members, if you want to send us your questions, then we can ask them online. So this comes from Scott Biglicki, and he said, how did it feel for your character fighting putties and using the power bow the very first time?
Yeah, it was funny because when I first got there and we were practicing the morphing, I noticed that I had the pterodactyl coin, and I'd read the script and everything, but I was saying to David, I never said pterodactyl. And he's like, oh my gosh, you didn't say pterodactyl. You said Pink Ranger power. And I said, yeah. And so I was so anxious for the fans to find out why I had the pterodactyl coin, why I say pterodactyl. So as I said to you guys before, like, I knew that it would be all revealed and all explained and everything would be answered. But it was really fun to say pterodactyl for the first time, and the power bow and all of that. I was really excited to get the opportunity to use that. So
Wow.
Yeah, it
That
was.
was actually one of my questions about the fact that you were saying pterodactyl for the first time, which you did explain to me. So, but you pretty much answered that question that it felt. Did you feel like since you had never said that before and you got to say it in the did it feel funny that you were saying something that was this something
No,
that
no, because technically I did have the powers, the pink powers. So, when Amy Jo or Kimberly passed those powers on to me, technically Kat did have the coin. Like I stole the coin from her, all of that. I know it was the Crane Zord, but still, I technically had the Pink Ranger power. So, I didn't feel weird saying it, but it was fun to say it for the first time because we've only heard Kimberly say it. So,
yeah,
yeah,
well that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
When what were your first thoughts when you got the call about this Netflix special?
Well, it went on. They called me a long time before we actually made it happen. That to see if I was interested, first of all, and it was in right at the beginning of 2021, I think. I think that's the first time they reached out to me. And I to be honest was nervous about traveling overseas. With COVID, I was like, what if I get trapped there? Because we film in New Zealand, and New Zealand had a lot of like mandates and lockdowns, and like it was still not things were not open really. And
Wow.
so I kept the producer Sarah, she said, you were so funny, because I was like, well, what if is how is it over there, and what's going, she said, she could tell I was like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. um and I said, to be honest, I want it, if I come back, I want my character to really come back, not just come back for a flash. Like I want to revive Kat, And she said, no, this is going to be like a tribute to the series. And so then that definitely got me more interested. And so I feel very honored that they asked me. I feel very grateful to be a part of it. I wish that my best friend had been there. um, but I knew that this was a tribute to the show, and it was very clear in the script that this was to honor Twee and her memory, and Walter, to bring Walter back. Walter and David hadn't been back to the show, and it had to be the right fit. And David was a consultant on it, so he was very like invested in it being authentic and a tribute to the OG characters. So yeah, so it's really cool to be a part of it.
So I obviously am not a part of it. My little Zeo figure, as Johnny would say, it was there.
It was. I sent her a picture. I was like, "You're here. Look."
And Christy says, Nakia Zeo Yellow made an appearance. Yeah, I was stuck uh
With
in Snake.
snakes.
Yeah. So I remember us having many conversations about you because obviously we have Power Rangers playback together. You're going to be gone for a month, and us talking through a lot of things. And some of you have reached out to me, and I truly appreciate you asking why I wasn't a part of it. And I've gone through so many layers of feelings of not being a part of it when my entire cast was a part of it. But then the thing is, my entire cast is Mighty Morphin, and so after watching the special, it makes sense. I wish that Paul Schreier and Jason Narvi would have been in it because they were such an integral part of Mighty Morphin and
Mm.
seasons later. Like it would have been really, really great to have them a part of it. But I really enjoyed the special. I thought you did an amazing job. I think that that the cast did a great job. I actually liked the storyline. Um,
Mm.
how was it working with Walter for the first time?
It was like, it was so natural because we've known each other. We're all buddies outside of the show now because we've been doing conventions and everything for so long. So it was really lovely to be on screen with him, and I was just so um it was very nostalgic for me, to be on set again with David, because I haven't worked with David since he left Zeo. And just seeing Walter in his element and hearing him say it's morphin time, and seeing him fight, and It was really cool, and I'm so glad that they gave him that, because the way that the three of them, left the show was so awful, and for David too, it was kind of awful for him too. So I really am glad that they gave them what they deserved.
Yes.
They let them shine.
I do have more questions. However, we've had a ton of super chats that have come through. So if I have time for my own questions, then I will ask my own questions. But I'll ask this last question. Um, if they made another Netflix special, what would you like to see happen in it?
They left a lot of things open. I actually would like them to see them maybe bring JJ in, Tommy and Kat's child, as a ranger. I would like to see Zordon reappear. I would like to see them bring the Zeo Rangers and some of that into like what happened. Like they kind of, because they showed you like the Rangers are all over the world now. So the Bandora Protocol brought all the Rangers back. So they still have all these Rangers in all these different universes. So I would like to see them bring some of that crossover in, and explore more, and maybe even do what the comics are doing, bring in different storylines, or maybe do a series. I don't know. I think they've definitely left it open for more.
Yes.
So yeah, it's exciting.
All right, let's take our first super chat.
Woo! Super chats, super chat, super chat.
Please move past.
We don't do that anymore, do we? Woo,
No, we haven't.
Because we were getting so many questions for our guests, we felt like it was taking up too much time to do our dance.
Yes.
So the first question was thank you to I Love You More with Every Breath for just donating. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. And then Stephen McKennica, who's one of our members. Hi, Stephen. He says, hi, Kat and Nakia. Hope you're both doing well. Loved once and always. Kat, what was it like for you stepping into the new command center? I think I posted a little video of that on my page, on my Instagram page. But I remember just being like, wow, this is awesome. So they kind of made Billy a bit like Iron Man in this. Like he has his own enterprise now. So he's created this beautiful space. And I just loved all the space mural on the wall. And it was just so beautifully built. And the one thing I will say I was disappointed is they didn't use the viewing globe. We had a viewing globe. They didn't use it.
Well, they looked at the screen.
We looked at the screens on the computer, like in the actual command center. We looked on the screens, but we never looked at the viewing globe. And so we even said to the director, like, normally we would, behold the viewing globe. That's what we used to do.
Right.
But we didn't. So everything was on the screens on the actual command center. I don't know if that's because of lighting reasons or whatever. I'm not sure, but yeah, we didn't use that. What did you think about the way Robo Rita was created? That was pretty creepy, huh?
I guess I don't know that I understood how she was created though. Like I'd have to go back and
so Billy was trying to bring Zordon back. So he was trying to create like a vortex to bring Zordon back, because Zordon has been killed. And instead, Rita intercepts, because Rita has been like she was destroyed but not destroyed, like her energy was still out there. So she intercepts the message and comes through as through the tube and merges with Alpha. And that's how she becomes Robo Rita.
Oh, because I know that she's trying to come back to her old self.
Yeah.
Like, trying to retrieve herself, her old self. And she got, spoiler alert again, spoiler
alert.
But she does finally reach her old self, and almost just a quite second more, she might have actually been successful.
It was really cool having Barbara's voice, though. I was so happy that they used her.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, next question, Lafayette Williams. I actually found it on here. Is there a way?
And shout out to Wanda Santana. Thank you, Wanda.
Thank you, Wanda. There's another question for her later that she actually put a question. Hi, Kat and Nakia. Just got home from the gym. I've just once and always, and it was so epic. I guess you just saw it. Kat, you've done a more phenomenal job. It's morphin time.
Morphin time. Thank you.
All right. Next
Very Butler. Hi, Very.
question, one of our channel,
Yay.
and Wanda is one of our channel members as well.
Yes. Hello, Kat and Nakia. It was a blessing meeting you both this past weekend. We were so happy to meet you too. Now, once a ranger, always a ranger. Kat, gobble, gobble, LOL turkeys. Did any of you cry when you saw the show? I did at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely I cried a little bit in the beginning, and I cried when they were singing when they showed the clip of Amy Jo and Walter singing together, and it showed Jason and oh, I'm getting emotional even talking about it when they showed Jason and Twee there. That was really sad.
Yeah.
I
love that.
I'm so glad that they did that at the end to honor them. So, yeah.
Thank you for your question, Barry.
Thank you very
I love you more than with every breath. Thank you again. Says I would like to see a Zio special.
Me too.
That would be great. That would be really, really great. You know, it's always Zio's supposed to be stronger than before. It was alluded to in the 2017 movie. But and there was supposed to be a Zio movie. You had actually signed a contract for it. I don't remember that being in my contract,
Yes.
but
Good.
the trays of Triforia were talking about that as well. So that would be really, really cool. That would be really cool to see. That'd be nice.
Yes. Kenny Shibata, one of our channel members. Hi, Kat and Nakia. How are you on your 28th and 27th anniversary as Rangers? I just loved the special. It was great fun beginning to end. Thank you, Kenny. Oh, here's another couple of questions here. Oh,
Yeah.
Kenny. Kenny, you're on a roll here. I wanted to let you know that the best part of it to me was to see Tanya in the special, and they treated her as a special ranger. I love to see you back in action, Kat. Back in action where you belong. Thank you, Kenny. The whole special was emotional all the way through. I just love it. I'm going to watch 100 more times for Power Rangers Playback. Thank you.
Thank you. So
Thank you,
sweet.
Kenny.
It's just a testament to our fandom, like how sweet you guys are, and you guys even notice the littlest of things, because my character was very little, Kenny, and for that to stand out to you really meant a lot. So thank you very much.
Did you guys notice a few people have like, why was Kat riding the crane, like driving the crane? Why wasn't Rocky? So do you know why I was driving the crane? That was like a little nod to me having the crane Zord. So that was like a little, the writers put that in. I thought that was quite clever.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Now, why would Rocky have driven it?
Well, he didn't. They had me drive it because Kat had the crane Zord like back in the day. So it was like a little nod to that, to my character and my Zord. So that's why.
Why would it have been Rocky? You said instead
Well, probably because they think that I'm a girl. I don't know. Girls can drive cranes.
Okay. Okay.
I had a few people comment, Rocky should have been driving I was like, okay.
It was your Zord, the Zord that you called out. So why would Rocky?
No, because in the junkyard. In the junkyard when we had the snizzard and Minotaur sucked up to the magnet, that part.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it's girls can do
both
things too, guys.
Yes, we can.
Girls, everybody. Okay. It's Shaw. You were awesome, Catherine. Thank you so much. And hopefully you and Nakia Breeze can make an appearance in Dallas soon. I would love to meet you both. Oh, Kenneth.
Thank you.
How far is Amarillo, Texas from Dallas? Does anyone know? Well, we're going to be there this weekend with the beautiful Karen Ashley. So if it's anywhere near Dallas, come on down.
Yay. Wanda Santana. Hello, girls. Have a blessed evening. Thank you, Wanda.
Wanda, thank you for being one of our channel members.
Yes.
It's just Moira. Shadow members as well. Hello, girl. Just wanted to say I loved the special. Cat, did you get to operate the crane for reals? For reals? And if so, did it require special training?
I did get to operate the crane for reals. I was quite excited about it. No training. They just had the transpo guys just showing me how to do it. That's all. It wasn't particularly difficult. I just moved a lever.
The interesting thing is when you're operating machinery like that, there's safety precautions that have to happen. So,
Yeah.
and it's funny that this is brought up. For some reason, when you were talking about the crane, I was thinking that the crane Zord, like you were actually riding the crane Zord, and I was like, I don't remember that. What you
No,
were,
the actual crane.
that's why I didn't get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were doing when you were operating the crane. How far away were Steve and David from the actual?
They were right there, right under it. Yeah.
That, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it all had to be done specifically.
Okay.
I could have just dropped it right on their heads, huh?
We really could have, and that's what I'm saying. During a movie, they normally will have you like kind of stand back and use kind of some camera tricks just to make sure everything is copacetic. But okay.
Yeah. No, they were very good about making sure everything was done like properly. It
Okay.
wasn't like when we were on the show where they were like, "Yeah, just jump off that cliff."
There's a bomb that's going to explode behind you. You just stand right
Just
there, and when
just
you
stand there. Don't worry about it. Okay. Buffa Buffalo, what does that say?
Buffalo Dinka.
Buffalo Dica. That's very exotic. How did it feel working with David and company again? It felt good. I definitely was aware that they were the originals, and it was definitely about Walter and David, and Min. So I felt, there was like a respect thing there. Like they're the originals, and they this was more about them. So I was just grateful to be there, to be honest, and I just made sure I did a good job and did what was asked of me, and just wanted it to be a really beautiful tribute for you guys. I was just grateful that they gave the fans what they wanted.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Um,
um,
Andrew Thomas, happy Power Rangers 30th anniversary special day, Kat Nakia. I am seeing Once and Always tonight on Netflix, and I'm really excited to see it. Well, I hope you haven't heard all of the spoiler alerts, Andrew.
spoilers. Yes, hopefully. I
Thank
hope you enjoy it, Andrew. Thank you. Oh, Nate, Red Buick. Hi, Nate. Nate and I
you.
have been chatting a little bit on Instagram. I just want to say congrats, Kat. You were all awesome. I didn't know you could operate heavy machinery. I think Twee and Jason would be proud. I hope Netflix will have many more of these and more Rangers.
Yeah.
Netflix has been quite amazed. Like we did a day on Monday at the Grove, and a lot of the Netflix execs and Hasbro execs were there, and I was like, "Can you believe this?" And they said, "We don't normally do promos. Like that's not really their thing." But they said we just couldn't believe how like insane and how anticipated this was. It was number one most anticipated show on Netflix worldwide, which is crazy. And they said, "We just cannot believe the fandom." And I said, "We've been trying to tell you." Our fans are devoted and loyal. And on a Monday, we did this press day at the Grove on Monday at noon, and the line went all the way around the Grove and all the way down to 3rd Street, which doesn't mean anything to any of you that don't know the area, but it was thousands of people, let's just say that. And they couldn't believe it, and that was on a Monday. Just our fans are just, it's like the Star Trek fans and the Star Wars fans. This means so much to you guys, and it's your childhood, and there's something about nostalgia that just draws people in and makes them feel good. And I think it also made me realize how much our culture is desiring wholesome entertainment. They want to feel happy and good, and there's so much on television that's dark, and this was just light and fun and just made you go on an adventure, and good fights evil, and good wins.
Yeah.
And I think we all want that. So, yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that.
Awesome. testament to you extraordinary fans that this was fairly last minute that you guys were going to have this showing on Monday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It
how did
was
all of
thrown
these
together.
people, like, where did they promote to have to let people know? Do you have any idea?
Well, they social media, through social media and
Okay.
just word of mouth, and we were all posting it, and then obviously Netflix and whoever else was sharing it, and then they were announcing it at the Grove, and, it just word gets out, I guess.
It
It
was
was
get out really quickly because that was not a lot of promotion for that line to
I
be
know.
really long. That's
And they were giving away free toys to people, and yeah, it was really cool, and then they pulled together this little, like, flash mob dance thing that they did, which was really fun. So yeah, it's the fans, it's you guys.
yeah.
So you have shown them your devotion, and I think that they are listening now and go, "Okay, like, we realize this is something that's needed."
Yeah.
So,
I think it's great.
yeah.
JL Leitscher, who was also one of our channel members for such a long time.
Yay.
Thank you, JL. Did you prefer the dinosaur power or the ninja powers better?
Hmm. I liked the ninja powers because we could disappear. Remember, we would like disappear and we could come out of a tree, like you wouldn't see us, and just an arm would come out and punch the tengas. And I liked like some of the skills that we had from the ninja, and I liked Ninjor, the character Ninjor as well. Um,
Or
Ninjor, but I think the Dino powers are classic. That's like a classic thing. So yeah, I think they both had their benefits. Yeah.
amen. I need to read Chanzo's instead of you because I
Oh, okay.
so Tambuzi, one of our channel members. Our channel members are in here tight today.
Right.
You guys, thank you. Um, encore, encore. You, my love, is full. I feel like the first time in a long time, fans are being treated with respect and the actors are being respected. It's not being treated like a show for kids.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah, thank you, Chanzo. And we in our last talk, he was talking about how he was going to take some time from work to make sure that he watched it. So I'll just put it that way in case some of your coworkers are watching. So I hope you've enjoyed
I
today.
I liked that too, Chanzo, because I think it was really good that it was a little darker than Power. We never said kill. Rita always said destroy. She would never say kill. And that there was a little blood, and there was like some sadness and some, loss, and that was new for Power Rangers, but it was still something you could watch with your kids. It was
Mhm.
still family friendly. So I appreciated that they did that, because they weren't just catering to you guys who have grown up with the show. They were catering to the younger audience as well.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
I think Charlie did an extraordinary job. This was
she's amazing.
was this her first acting gig?
Yes, I believe this was her first big job. She's an incredible martial artist, which you guys saw. That most of that was her. Some of the more difficult stunts were they had a stunt double, like when she goes flying, like they had a stunt double for that. But the one where she walks up and flips over Minotaur, that was her. Like she's something else. And
And
she worked so hard. She's only 16 years old, and she worked so hard. Like she barely got a day off. Um, and she was so professional and sweet. And I was really excited for you all to meet her, because she's very special. It's funny, people think she's really Twee's daughter, because they actually do look quite similar. Um, but yeah, she's pretty exceptional. Yeah.
can you just like I told you earlier, I had text Walter. I text everybody and told them what a great job I thought that they did. And Walter, when I saw his fight and he was doing his hip hop keto, and that was all
He was like
I
break
was like,
dancing.
you better rock it,
He
sir.
was so funny though, you guys. Walter, he's a dancer as well, but he's very young. He looks very young for his age. And he had brought like his Theragun, he brought a roller, he was icing, like he was like, "Oh man, I'm really feeling this the next day." We were all like, oh, we were all a little bit sore. But his adrenaline kicked in and he was like, Cat, I did a backflip. Like, you what? You're better than me. Yeah. So it was pretty cool to
That's
see him do
great.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Ben Hamilton has two questions for Kat.
Ben, yes. Nice to see you and Tommy start a family. Is that why AJJ didn't do it? Um, that is not why Amy Jo didn't do the special. I can't speak for her, so I'll let she's pretty much kind of said why she didn't do it, or she didn't really say why she didn't, but that's her choice. She chose not to do it. Everybody was asked. Jason was asked. Austin was asked, and they chose not to. So, for whatever reasons, they have their reasons. But that's not the reason why she didn't do it, was because Tommy and Kat had a child. That's no. That was in the script already. So yeah. Um anyway, that's that. Okay, next question. The story definitely felt like a storyline from a Boom Studios comic. Interesting new command center. Looks dope.
Yeah.
Yes, did look dope.
And Ben,
Agreed.
thank you for being our channel member as well.
Yes, thank you, Ben.
All right. Night Rig. How was it being back in pink?
Well, I've never been any other color than pink. So the last time I came back, I was pink as well. Last time I came back, I was turbo. So I was happy that I got to come back as Mighty Morphin, and yeah, it was fun. And I was also really happy that my stunt double was a female this time. She is incredible, and so sweet and kind, and made me look amazing. So yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Um,
JL liked her.
yep.
Um, will Kat's son take up the Green Ranger powers? That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see. But who knows? I don't
Yeah.
know. That might be a bit hard for the fandom to see someone else in the suit.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. But I would like to see our son become a ranger. And I'm 49 years old now, almost 48. I'm aging myself up. I'm 48 years old. I don't have to be a ranger. I could be the support, the mentor to the younger generation.
So I have this question because I'm trying to think back. When JJ has been talked about, was it ever said that he's a son?
Yes.
It has said son. My
Yes.
son, JJ.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I know, because it could have been a daughter as well, but in the comics it was a boy, and then in this, but then the special, the Ninja Steel special, it was also a boy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So there we go.
David Martin, one of our channel
David. Hi,
just
David.
picture. Hi, Kat Nakia. Love you. Love you too. I haven't seen the special yet, but what did it mean to you to reprise your role?
I was so happy that I got to come back as Kat. Like, I actually got to show that I had a life, like what happened to her, and they didn't actually say, this was an interesting thing, that they didn't actually say if Tommy and Kat were together. And there had been other storylines kind of thrown around that in the original script, that Tommy had kind of lost it after Trini dies. And so Kat and Tommy were estranged in one of the scripts. And they were raising their child together, but they weren't together. They were separated, which I thought was an interesting thing. But in this one, I obviously care about Tommy, but I say I've got to get back to JJ. I don't say I've got to get back to Tommy and JJ. So who knows?
Interesting. That's a very good point there. Very good.
Who
Okay.
knows? Okay, next question is, where are we? Ben, we have two from Ben. Robo Rita should have made a robot version of Goldar and Scorpina. Oh yeah, instead of Minotaur and Snizzard. Would make more sense that way. That would have been cool.
Mm.
Um, I think they were just trying to bring in new characters, and I thought they were awesome. The Snizzard was so cool, and he had the red eyes and everything. I liked him. Zach can still bust a move with that hip
Yep.
hop keto.
Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome.
This is great. All right,
Yeah.
Kingdom of Hearts. I geeked out seeing Tanya Sloan as one of the Rangers captured. Aw. I'm putting it out there for a Power Rangers Zeo Netflix special. But it would leave open the Machine Empire to return. That's funny that you think about that. You mentioned that Kingdom of Hearts because when I was watching it and I was thinking about because the enemies on Mighty Morphin were Lord Zed, Rita, and the enemies for Zeo. We had Rita for a short time, and then it was the Machine Empire.
The Machine Empire defeated her.
Yeah, so that would be interesting. But the Machine Empires can look different. They don't have to look like Can Opener and Stiff Neck anymore.
Yeah.
But
Maybe maybe Rita creates robot monsters.
yeah, because she didn't die in this. Spoiler alert.
Oh no, they blew her up.
Did they blow her up?
Yeah. At the end, remember Zach shoots her?
Oh, when she's pinned up against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alert, guys.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Um okay, Lucretia.
Hey.
Hey, Lucretia. Hey, Kat, Nakia. Love you both. No question, just a big congrats, Kat. Oh my God, my whole heart childhood is smiling. Um, can't wait to watch Zio up next. Yeah, Zio.
Thank you.
Zio.
Of our channel members as well. Wanda, one of our channel members. I hope to meet you girls soon. Hope to meet you too. That would be really, really lovely.
Does that say BR Entertainment?
Yes.
BR Brent. Brent.
Uh, yeah, it could be Brent or BR Entertainment.
Entertainment. Okay. Did you think it's like that was like what was the one that you messed up that time?
Sky Hound.
Sky Hound. Did you think it was a missed opportunity to not have Min try to go into the portal to stop her mom's death? I thought that would have been so powerful. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
There was a scene, you guys, that was taken out. I can share with you that I really am sad that they took it out, but I don't know, maybe they just felt it wasn't appropriate. But it was a scene of little Charlie, like a little girl, little version of her, and she's sitting with her legs crossed like this, and she's watching her mom do a kata, and it was like basically it was Charlie, but they put bangs on her, and it was in silhouette, so you saw her doing her kata and everything, and this little girl was like watching her mom, and it was such a sweet moment, and they didn't use it. So maybe they just needed to figure out a way to cut some stuff down, and I don't know.
Well, I think, and I don't. Was this originally in this script when Charlie got a chance to see her mom in the replays when she was laying there with the morpher when the morpher lit up? Was that part of the original script?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That
Maybe
wasn't the original script.
Maybe they felt like that was enough because it actually showed Tweed.
Oh, yes. 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 It just was nice because it showed her relationship to her mother.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, it didn't take away from the show that they didn't have it in, but I just really liked that scene. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, all right, next one is Christopher
Scheenberger, one of our channel members. Thanks, Nakia from the Multiverse Rangers podcast. And Kat, you were more phenomenal in Once and Always.
Thank you. Ben Hamilton, I call for a Time Force Netflix special. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah.
JL Leitcher, Netflix should add back the older seasons. Maybe they will. Maybe after seeing this, they'll realize how important all of the seasons have been, and the nostalgia, like what to fans. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah. KJ, thanks so much, Catherine. It was great meeting Zio Yellow in a little cameo too. Nakia, love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew Pantagatiostis. Andrew Panagatios. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name. I thought adding my fingers like that might help. Love Power Rangers, and I enjoy you two acting. My birthday was on Monday. Hope 3 MTU this year. It's morphin time. I hope
Hope to see
maybe
you this year.
hope to meet you this year. I think
It
that's
looks like it went into another language or something.
yeah. But
Um,
hope to meet you as well, Andrew.
yes, thank you, Andrew. Sam Johnson. Hi, Sam. Hello, Kat Nakia from your Orlando buddy. Hope
Hi.
hope you do y'all feel or how, sorry, little I cat. How do y'all feel about the scene with David and Min where she blames him for Trini's death? Yeah, that was sad, but you know, it was real. I felt like it was a real moment. She was angry. She'd lost her mom and she was looking for someone to blame and yeah, and that's what happens when you're hurting, you know?
And there
You
has
hurt the ones you love the most.
to be conflict in every script. If there's no conflict, then there's no resolve. It
Yeah.
helps with more of a story. But I love how they made up. So
Yeah.
that worked out well.
Yes.
Abraham Rivera. Hello, Kat and Nakia. Love you. Please tell me Rocky got to eat his noodles. Poor guy never gets to finish his meals. Love
Uh,
and everyone in this. So sweet.
that
Yeah.
was cute. That was cute. You know, Steve was cracking us up on in that scene because they originally had him with a fireman helmet under one arm, and then he had the noodles in the other hand, and he was like, you know, Steve, he's like, "What?" He's getting all annoyed, like, "What am I supposed to do? Where I put my hands? What am I supposed to do?" And we were like, "Just lose the helmet. I think we've got the idea that you're a fireman." It was so funny. He was cute. I love Rocky's character. He's kind of goofy and fun.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, yeah. Ben says, "Nice to see Rocky fully back in action." Yes, yes, he did a great job.
Wanda, I watched Once and Always 3 times already. It was stunning. Kat, you, Steve, and the others were amazing.
Thank
Oh,
you so much, Wanda. I really appreciate that. You know, I said to Nakia, a lot of my friends wanted to do like watch parties and like celebrate it. And I just do not like watching myself. Like I needed to see it myself with my family. Like my son hasn't seen it yet, but my husband and daughter have seen it. And I just needed to have that moment. Because I just, it's hard for me to watch myself. I'm just criticizing myself the whole time, you know?
I
So,
think
yeah.
phenomenal job, my friend. You did
Oh, thank you.
great.
Thank you. Okay, where are we? Thank you, Ranger Girls 87. Pegasus Collectibles. Hi.
Hi.
That's who we're gonna be out there soon.
Yes.
Yes. Love the special. Can't wait to see you guys at our event in Massachusetts. You both rock. He's doing a convention in Bellingham, Massachusetts in August 19th, I believe it is. So stay tuned. We'll be promoting that for them too. Nakia and I will both be there. Loved the special. Oh, you just said repeated. Sorry, that was twice. Kent Brown is next.
One of our channel members.
Yeah.
This was amazing. Glad you enjoyed it, Kent.
Thank you, Kent. Gabriel Potter. I watched Once and Always this morning, and my sister and I got choked up by the ending. Everyone in the production did an amazing job. Thank
Yeah.
you, Gabriel. Yeah, yeah. The ending got us all choked up. Brandon Benfield posted a picture of him with like tears in his eyes.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's when I saw it, I was yeah. There were two parts in the movie that I got teary eyed and tears came down, which was one, as I mentioned earlier, when Charlie saw memories of her mom and it Twee was flashing, and then at the very end, the fact I thought that was so well done, having Amy Jo singing,
Mm,
and then showing the two Rangers that have
yeah.
passed on that helped originate this franchise.
And it said the song was "You'll Never Be Alone, My Friend," and it's something about "and never say goodbye." It was
Yeah.
like it was just the perfect way to end it.
Really well done. Really
Yeah.
well. Chanzo Tambuzi. I love that Tanya was fighting in the world out there before she got captured and was made into a lightning figure. And yes, I'm on vacation today and tomorrow.
Oh, Chunzo.
Chanzo, yes, Tanya in her morphed morphed suit was out there helping to save the world and got captured by Rita as well. I
Yes.
appreciate them even thinking about. There's so many Rangers, so I have to say thank you Hasbro for considering my Ranger and bringing me in Iglis in Ranger form. So that didn't have to happen. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Um,
JL liked her. Why did the Rangers use the hand morphers and not the Hasbro morphers?
the
Oh,
Bandai.
the Bandai morphers. And not, we did use the, no, we used the lightning morphers. I don't think it was the Bandai morphers. I think it was the lightning morphers. I'm not sure though. Now I'm questioning myself.
Mm, you're getting
No, it was the Hasbro morphers that we used. Yeah. Okay, Brandon.
Brandon Lister, one of our channel members. If they do a Zeo special, I would love to see Tanya as the Zeo mentor since she's the only non MMPR Ranger on that team. Well, thank you, Brandon.
Thank you. Giving ideas here.
Uh, that's
Yes.
very nice. Thank you, guys.
Um, okay, Chef
Make
Maku.
make you.
Maku.
Oh,
Um, Been a fan since day one. This meant so much watching y'all are awesome for embracing the legacy for all these years. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you guys liked it.
yeah.
I really wanted you guys to love it as much as we thought you would. It was really hard to hold in all the surprises, but I really wanted you guys to love it.
Christopher Walden Holmes, channel member. Thank you. Hi, Kat Nakia. Hello, love bug.
Hello.
I love the small scene where Rocky goes all Superman and saves the girl who gets thrown off the building by a putty. For me, that's what Power Ranger stands for, helping people. There was thank you, Christopher. There was one of the background actors that really stood out to me. She was the one, actually, you saved her.
I did save her. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Talking about because it was almost like she was a focused background. Was she also a stunt person or was she just background?
No, just background.
Okay. Her expressions and like her real fear, it really showed.
And I say, back off.
Yeah. Very cute. I love it. I was like,
Yeah,
she's working her job. She is working it. It was very
she
cute.
was. She was good. She did a good job. Kent Brown, Zio reunion. They should bring in Archerina side of the family. They were they were teased in the show but didn't appear until the comics. Archerina. That was the one. Yes, she was cool. She was the one when we did, remember we did that episode Mystery in Time, Kia, where it was like a whodunit murder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was the villain in that one.
You
She
have
had
such
like a bow.
memory. How do you have such a good memory and I don't? Gosh. Dang. It's
I
because
have no,
I
I, you help me out. I help you out. We're good.
um, can we read that
Charlie.
one? Charlie Williamson. Hey, you guys. Hey guys, did you try for Nakia Tanya mentioned?
Yes, in fact, and when I saw her figure, I was like, "You brought her before me. You put her there," and they were laughing. They were like, "I said she's here, my buddy." Um, yeah, no, they because they there was no suggesting. I mean, David Yost could have probably suggested something. I had no power. I could have said anything, and they'd be like, "Okay, just shut up and do your lines." So.
Yeah, next.
No, yes. Um, so maybe I'll get to consult if they do Zio. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Wanda. Thank you, Wanda and Ben and JL and all of you that are doing multiple super chats. You're so sweet, and your channel
Yes.
members and everybody that's doing super chats. Thank you so much for your donations. Wanda, it was a great early birthday. Oh, it's your turn to read, huh? I took your.
No,
Okay.
no, I read
It
that
was
one.
great early birthday present to see you, Kat and Steve, to come back since my birthday is on Friday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Wanda. Scott Bicklicky Studios. Did you both see Tracy's character as well as Nakia's character? May I also please have a birthday shout out as my birthday is 8 days time. I love you.
Happy
Happy birthday.
to both of you and Wanda.
Yes.
Kat.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
All right. Next is Kenneth Smith. Hi, Kat Nakia, or Jat and Nakia. Little typo there. I've been a fan for so many years. I enjoyed the show, and Kat was amazing, and we missed Tanya. Yes, me too, Kenneth.
You guys are all so sweet. Thank you for so much love. You know, it was so cute. This I don't think I've met him before, but this gentleman I ended up posting it on my story. He was giving Tanya a shout out and asking Hasbro to show me some love because of me being the only one out of my cast in all of these years that has not been really invited back. Um, and it means a lot to me to hear all of you saying that. Um, but all in all, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. And I appreciate being a part of the Power Ranger fandom, being able to have Power Rangers play back up, being able to talk about Power Ranger stuff, being able to travel the world and meet fans where my character meant a lot to you, and even just the whole fandom meaning a lot to you. So I would love to be a part of any of the newer seasons or next movie or whatever happens. But it means a lot to me that the fans appreciate my character. So thank you for even saying that. It really means a lot.
Yeah. Hasbro just released a Cobra Kai Power Ranger mashup toy. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they have Johnny and I think Daniel as Power Rangers, and I think it's really cool because this that's what this is. This is like, they did Fuller House, they did Cobra Kai, like they're bringing back a lot of these old 90s shows, and it says something. Like I feel like there is a desire for that wholesome nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, what show would you want them to bring back here, like from your childhood, if you could have them redo it?
Oh gosh. I used to watch Three's Company.
Yeah. I
I
think they are doing a remake of that. Adam Sandler might be doing a remake of that.
heard something like that. I used to watch Jeffersons.
Yes, The Jeffersons. Oh my gosh, that show was great.
No love. The one with JJ. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, what was that? Good Times.
Times. Yeah, those were
Cosby Show.
really great
Yeah.
sitcoms. Really, really great sitcoms. The Carol Burnett Show.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Classic.
many. So many.
Classic. And I would like to see He-Man and She-Ra. I used to love He-Man and She-Ra.
Didn't they do something? Didn't they remake like a He-Man and She-Ra though?
Did they do it as a live action or was it a animated?
I think it might have been animated, but don't quote me. Someone
Yeah.
probably school me. Let me know, but I'm not absolutely sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we have a few more super chats.
Yes. Let's get through these and then we can. Oh my gosh, that went fast, you guys.
Yes, it did.
Wow. Okay, we're up to Kenneth. We did Kenneth. Eric Cunningham. So, this is you, Kia.
So happy to see you, Catherine. Once and Always was amazing. I love your friendship with Nakia, and I hope we get to see it full out on screen someday. Oh,
Me too. I know it was a little weird for me being in New Zealand and not sharing that with her. Like we laugh all the time that we travel more together than we do with our own families. Well, I mean, we're just so used to being with each other. We're a team, and it was weird to not be able to share it with her, you know. So I
Yeah.
hope that we get that opportunity too.
Yeah.
Wanda says, "Thanks, girls. Thanks, Wanda."
Welcome. Ranger
Um,
Girl 87. Love you, Cat, but Rocky is my favorite.
that's okay. It's okay. Rocky.
We all
Love
have
Rocky. Everyone has their favorites.
yes.
Mission. Oh no,
Main
sorry, Mason Cordell. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. You're like, oh gosh, Kat, put your glasses on. Great job on the special, very heartfelt. Thanks for keeping the power alive. And why is there such a short character limit? Short character limit. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
yeah. Can you specify, Love Bug?
Yes,
Um,
Mason, can you explain what you mean?
yeah.
Um, And you
Brandy.
don't have to do it in the super chat. You can even do it over here. I don't know if you can see it if it comes up. Hello again, ladies. Other than Kat and Tommy, what other Rangers do you think ended up together? For example, the teased Adam and Tanya relationship. I think Adam and Tanya would be together. Yeah. Um,
You know that is only now that I think about it, now that Brandon brought that up, that is the only relationship that's ever really talked about, even in the comics. Well, no, because they did do in the comics, they did have Tanya end up with someone else, and they did have some, but on the actual show, I take that back because there were other
there were other
relationships.
relationships. There
Right.
was always a relationship.
Yeah.
But Jen and Wes in Time Force,
Yes.
and Zane and Astronomer, and Ashley and what was Christopher Kamen Lee's character? Andros.
Okay.
So yeah, they always had like a romantic storyline.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, Nate is the last one.
Nope.
No? Okay, this is the last one. So where are we? Nate, Kenny, Charlie, and Wanda. They're our last ones.
And one more just came in. Okay, no more super chats, guys, because we're going to be ending soon. Red Nate, bring back Tanya Sloan. Thank you.
Yay! Kenny says, Nakia, you forgot Sanford and Sons. Remember, I called you Donna, not Esther.
Yes, yes, Sanford and Son, that one as well. And
My husband loved Sanford and Son.
I used to play my brother, he played Fred Sanford, and I played he would call me Esther. He'd be like,
Oh,
fish eye fool. I'd be like, shut up, fish eye fool. And he'd be like, Esther. Yeah, we were.
didn't the Jeffersons come from All in the Family? It was a spin-off from All in the Family, wasn't?
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And the
Oh,
Jeffersons.
too.
Yeah, gosh, he was awful. Archie Bunker. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And his wife. What was his wife's name in that show? She was so funny.
Archie.
Archie. And The Honeymooners. That was another one.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that too.
Another funny
Oh,
one.
those were great
A
shows.
lot of comedies. A lot
Yeah.
of comedies back then, like laughter and fun. You know,
Yeah.
we were able to laugh at ourselves.
And it
Now
was
everything is so serious and violent and sexual and, you know,
yeah, much different.
very different. Yes. We're at
Charlie.
Charlie.
Nakia, I enjoyed Class Dismissed, but we never got to see the next part with Katie. Oh, thank you for asking about that or mentioning that. So I just finished the movie. It's Class Dismissed Part 2, but the title is called Back to Bridgewood. Katie was not available to do the film, and I got one of my very, very talented friends, Rachel Drummond, to play the role of Anne, and she knocks it out of the park. She does a very,
Yeah.
very fantastic job. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Yes. Wanda, Rocky is my favorite too, and you girls also. Thank you, Wanda.
Thank you. So before
Wait, Chanzo, we have one more. Chanzo.
we have two more actually.
Wow.
No more, guys.
This is it. We're just going to read Chanzo and Dawn.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Chanzo.
Chanzo, what kind of merchandise do you have? New photos, a stolen cup from Ernie's Juice Bar, maybe a couple of rocks from the quarry where Cat was moving the crane. What can we expect? I need more stuff.
Well, Chanzo, I have scripts, signed scripts. I have a cup, a coffee cup. They got us all these like little coffee cups that we'd have our coffee in every day. So I have that. What else do I have? A backpack. They made backpacks for us. And they gave us a lot of like fun little things when like they had chocolates and cheese and all kinds of like little goodies when we backpack. um, inside joke. Yeah, they had all kinds of goodies for us when we got there. It was very sweet.
Yes. All right, last one, but not very
One.
late. Don, one of our channel
Channel
members
members.
on the Ranger Stop and Pop team. Hi, Don.
Yes. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Kat Nakia. Loved Once and Always as much as I love that Tanya cameo. It's time to get a petition going to bring you back. A Zio team reunion is needed.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Before we depart, my love, can you please share any particular behind the scenes that you would like our audience to know?
Behind the scenes.
Anything that happened, um, anything that really stood out to you, anything you'd like to share?
Um, the stunt when we did our stunt rehearsals, I remember that feeling very like I felt that rush inside me, like when we first joined the show, because it was all the stunt people and all the producers were around watching us, and they were so excited to see the four of us say it's morphin time again and call out our Zords. And I just it was so like it just felt so nostalgic. Um yeah, and then doing the stunt training and stuff, it just took me back to when we were on the show and we did all the stunt training for Tobo. And then I was working with Yuji and Kazu, who were our stunt guys when we were on the show, and now Yuji's a stunt director and Kazu's like just still can do all this amazing stuff, and he's in his 50s. So it's just that was a really cool moment. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I always have fun. I got very close to the makeup girls and the wardrobe girls because they're my people that I'm with all the time. So I got really close to Tanya, who was my amazing makeup artist, and I just used to love just hanging out with them and chatting and yeah. So it was a really fun experience.
How was your last question? How was the table read when you guys read the script together and sat at that table?
Yeah,
How was
that
it?
was nerve-wracking. It was very nerve-wracking. We we had gone that was like I think I'd been that was like the second day that I'd been there, and little Charlie was so nervous. It was her first table read, and they everybody like stood up for us and clapped and welcomed us and thanked us for being there, and just they were just so that's the crazy thing is these are executives and directors and very successful people, and when they see us it's like they go back to being a little kid again. And they Becca and I'm blanking on the name of the other writer. He was amazing. Both of them did such an incredible job, but they were fans. And like getting the opportunity now to work on a show that you loved as a child and seeing these people in front of you that you grew up with. And so here we are giving them all this respect, but they were like so excited to meet us. So it was really cool. And our director, Charlie Haskell, was just amazing, amazing, amazing director. Just so accomplished. He's worked on, Evil Dead and all kinds of shows that you would have heard of. Hercules and Xena and all, million shows that film in New Zealand. Yeah, he did a really good job, I think. And he'd worked on the series before. He directed some episodes, so he knew the flavor of the show. And I think that was important to have a director that knew the style that they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of you that are not familiar with table reads are when all of the actors get together and they go through the script so that the producers and the director can hear it out loud. And because you have been on the show before, because they asked you to be a part of this and all of the actors, I would imagine it would be a little nerve wracking, but not as nerve wracking because you already know that the role is yours. It was written
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And you're so familiar with the role, like the character. It's like they wrote it just like I spoke, like as Kat spoke, so it didn't feel like uncomfortable or anything like that. But it's still nerve-wracking. I don't know. It's just like, you want to do a good job and make a good impression, and it's been a while since I've been on a table read. Like I've been out of the industry for quite a while. So it was really fun. I love being on set. There's nothing like that. It's so much fun. If I didn't have to audition, be golden. I'd want to be on set all the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and guys, sometimes in table reads, I've been on shows where if you don't show up at the table read and do what you did in that audition, you are here today and gone tomorrow. People have lost their jobs in table reads. So
Yes.
um, I just want to say this has been one of the most amazing interviews for me. Getting to talk to you and us being able to share once and always with everyone. So encore, my friend. Encore.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
this weekend we are going to be at Yellow City Comic Con in Amarillo, Texas. With
And I've been saying Amarillo, and Steve was like, "Kat, it's Amarillo." And I said, I can't keep up with this. I'm saying Amarillo because that's how you say yellow. And he's like, "It's pronounced Amarillo. I'm from Texas." So I was like, got it. Amarillo.
And for those of you that may watch Danger Force, season 3 comes back tomorrow, and you will see me in the first episode. So check it out. It's going to be a pretty amazing. I think it's a 2-parter, so you have to keep watching. But it's an extraordinary time. Thank you all. Love you all. Any last words, Miss Kat?
No, just thank you guys. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for just being so devoted and amazing. We just so appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Love you, Kia. Bye.
Bye.